I am sitting at this moment on a point that is, the best description is it's an induction point of plant consciousness, the collective consciousness of plants. I'm a biologist. I have studied ecology. I've looked at plants and animals and their interaction. But I have made a mistake, and I think it's a mistake many people make, that plants are less than animals. Maybe it is because of the idea of evolution that we have learned in school and which I also learned at the university. But I have already discovered that that concept is incomplete, to say the least. And also, that now I am connecting, and this is the second time. We have connected, Jeannie and I have connected with it one time before, but now I'm connecting again, being beyond the phase of utter surprise and being a bit overwhelmed. Well, that being overwhelmed is even stronger now I'm sitting here. Plant consciousness is unbelievably powerful. That collective consciousness of plants is not less than the animal consciousness or the crystalline consciousness. What I feel is that those three, you can say, collective consciousness systems, crystalline, plants, and I include trees in that, and animals, and I include humans in that, they're equal. Equally important, totally essential, totally interdependent. The whole concept that the plant is less, that we can just cut a tree or pull things out, and I do that also. I pull weeds out. And I understand now that I truly do not understand plants. That doesn't mean that I have now a solution of how to deal with that in the future. I'm still in this phase of surprise, as I said, a bit overwhelmed, and with an endless amount of questions. Questions that I feel that cannot be answered in this moment, but questions that are very valid. So one of the first question, of course, if we as humans are totally honest and make a connection with the plant consciousness, can we then truly continue to live the way we live? I don't think so. And it doesn't mean that we cannot eat plants. That's even their function. That's not the point at all. The point is, do we do that with respect and gratitude? Or do we do that without awareness and actually thinking that the plants are just less important? If you see how we do agriculture, well, I can't say that that comes forth out of a true respect of plants. If there's one thing that I learned from sitting here, is the shock that we have so little respect for such a powerful consciousness. And yes, there's a tremendous variation, but the same is in animals, and let's be honest, the same is true also in humans. Not in potential, but in a practical form, in the way we function, absolutely. And the other thing that has come forth sitting here is plants can express even far more of their potential than they do in this moment. There is something fascinating in the dynamic between beings, between levels of consciousness. It's all depending on the way we connect. The way we connect always creates a response. So we will not understand the plants if we connect with them from a certain attitude that is totally not in alignment with what plants truly are. Not in alignment with this beautiful consciousness that I'm now beginning to connect with. And what I mean connect with is, let's say that I can now be aware of it and feel the vastness of it, feel the expansiveness of it, and feeling that the potential of plants is way beyond what currently is happening. I think that I have to sit with this for quite some time in order to understand this more fully. But it feels so important that I wanted to share this, because this is a different way of looking. Metaphysical ecology, which is what I study to the best of my ability to share. But even in all my studies, in all the different grids that I've looked at, I've actually neglected the plants because I didn't see them yet in their fullness. And that is what I'm literally seeing now. I have to include them more clearly in the understanding of what the metaphysical ecology is, on a physical level, on an energy level, and on a level of how our consciousness is supporting Mother Earth, and how Mother Earth is supporting our consciousness. It feels like a huge invitation. Not that I know the next step, as I just already mentioned, but the invitation is there. And now the awareness is there. To put it rather simple, I cannot escape from it anymore. I feel deep gratitude for this beautiful presence that is willing to show me how much can be ahead of us with respect to experiences, joy, happiness, balance, and love. And that's why I feel deep gratitude for them, and for me experiencing this in this location.